Hey guys, I thought I would share a brand new poem from the brand new book today. So this is the brand new book. It's called Happiness is an Art Form, and the brand new poem is called The Heart is a Muscle, and it's on page 102. I read. I read because the heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs exercise to grow stronger. We exercise, we strengthen, we grow our hearts when we practice empathy. When we allow the thoughts and feelings of others to permeate us, become part of us, colour the way we see the world, we practice empathy when we read about others' experiences, others' challenges and victories, other lived worlds and fictional realities. When we allow others' truths to be equal to our own, as real as our own, as important as our own. Reading is growing our horizons, strengthening our invisible bonds to others, linking our stories with theirs, letting empathy shape and sharpen our solidarity, our outlook, our way of being in the world. I read because the heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs exercise. Empathy is that exercise. Reading is how we grow our hearts. I write because the heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs stretching. Making art is how we stretch our hearts, telling our stories. Sharing our truths is how we release the tension of pent-up stress, undo the pressure from constant use of the heart. We create art to make an outlet for all the steam made in the pressure cooker of our inside. It makes it bearable to live in a world so full of suffering, both our own and others. It lets a little space in to notice the sunshine too. I write because it makes me human, because it allows me to talk to myself honestly, because it lets me speak to people I have never met and may never come to meet, because it lets me speak to you. I write because art transcends me, survives me, is bigger than me, because my story is connected with others. Our joys, our challenges are intertwined, yours and mine, part of the same patchwork, the same epic poem of humanity. I write because the brain can be trained to reshape and reform itself, because we can sketch new neural pathways, new patterns of practice when we write our way there. I write because the heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs stretching. Making art is how we stretch our hearts. I read and write because it literally, physically changes who I am on a synapse level. Makes me more of what I want to be, less of what I am afraid to become. I make art because the heart is a muscle, and it must be trained.